Greetings to everyone present here. I'm Ananya and I'm elated to welcome you all to this webinar on behalf of Cerebro team. I'm delighted to introduce our esteemed speaker for the day's webinar, Mr. Arpit Gupta. Mr. Arpit, an IIM Lucknow alumnus, is a financial literacy coach and has to his credence a rich experience of over 10 years. He will be sharing his valuable insights today with us on the topic all about mutual funds. So pull out your pens and notebooks and get ready to dive into the world of mutual funds. Now I invite Arpit sir to kindly take the floor. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Ananya. Hi everyone, good evening. Guys, so as a prerequisite to this session, I would request all of you to be interactive. I would request all of you to ask as many questions as you want. And when you go out from this workshop, you should be able to know all about mutual funds. So that's the intent of this workshop. Obviously, at the end of the workshop, you will receive a certificate and all. So there would be a feedback form that we will be sharing at the end of workshop. Please make sure you fill up that feedback form. In case you are not too interested, you can maybe, I mean, if you have some other important work and anything else, so maybe you can join back after half an hour and you will get your certificate. So don't waste your time because of that. I would request all of you to be interactive if you are here, okay? And make sure you clarify all your doubts related to mutual funds today, okay? So we'll start with a warm good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Oh, good evening, sir. Good evening. So guys, you can always type in the chat box or you can unmute and speak. I'm okay with both approaches. Okay, yeah, Rabina, I need more interactivity with people. So far only 4 people, 5 people. Okay, 6. I want everyone here to be at least 50% janta here to be interactive. Okay. Sohit, your mic is on unmute. If you can mute it. Yeah, thank you. So hi everyone. I think we have good number of audience. Okay. Okay. I hope with this session would also be equally good. Let us start about mutual funds. Now, let me share my screen. And we'll start. I don't want to make this a presentation kind of a thing. I will explain it to you over. I'll keep on explaining it to you. Let's talk about mutual funds. Now, the first thing that is very important is what's the need of mutual fund. Okay? Need, types, how to start, how to create a portfolio, things like that. Okay, na? Anything else that you want me to cover? Anyone who I mean, apart from these 4 things, need, types, anything else that you want me to cover in this? Anyone?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, hello sir, this is Sukanya. Yes. I just want to add one more question is that what should we look at a mutual fund? What are the factors we should look at when we are going to choose a mutual fund to invest in?
ठीक है, वो how to start में आ जाएगा. चलो ठीक है, factors. ठीक है, factors or what to look for. Anything else anyone specifically wants to cover?
How about risk management?
Risk management create portfolio में आ जाएगा, इसमें हम risk, ठीक है, risk management इसमें कर लेंगे cover. I'll explain. I'll show you some examples also. Anything else? Chalo, let's quickly start. ESG funds. ESG. What is ESG? I have not explored ESG so far. Maybe we'll see.
Sir, what are the sectors that are coming up? In which sector we should invest more so that proper earnings could be there?
Okay, that's a good point. That we will cover in this how to create a portfolio sectors. Okay. Yeah, sectoral funds. Okay, this we will cover. Okay, chalo. Let's quickly start with the first point. Okay, direct or regular way of investing. I prefer the direct wala thing, and why I do it, I'll tell you. Direct and growth plans. So types mein will cover direct/growth. Okay, we'll cover this also. What else? Anybody else has a question? Types of mutual funds, that we'll cover in types. Okay. Chalo, let's quickly start with the need of mutual fund, or what is a mutual fund. Now, consider this. You have you start to think about investing. You have become aware that if I don't invest my money will not grow as fast as it should be. Probably I will not be able to beat inflation, or I will not be able to get good amount of returns on my investments. So how do you grow your money? One is you invest money directly into the stock markets yourself. You open up the first thing is you open a demat account. Okay? You open a demat account and you start investing money in stock market. But now there are two problems that you are facing. Okay? There are two problems that you are facing. First problem is time. You do not have so much time. Okay? You keep on checking what are the different stocks. You do research. You do analysis. You are not able to take out time. So that becomes a big problem. If you're not able to take out time, how will you do the analysis to do the while buying the stocks? That is one problem. Second, knowledge/confidence. Let us say you do not have that much knowledge or that much confidence that you can very confidently start investing money in a particular stock. You feel a bit confused. Should I buy this stock right now? Will the prices go down? Will the prices go up? Should I buy? Should I not buy? You do not have that much knowledge. And third is budget. Budget as in, let's say you have a 10,000 rupee budget. Okay? In 10,000 rupees, how many good company stocks you can buy? If the stock is of 500 rupees, you can buy 20 stocks. Forget diversification. I mean, diversification. Yeah. Somebody had a question? Okay, no problem. Chalo, we'll go back to the discussion topic. Okay. So you don't have that much budget. You have, let's say, 10,000 rupees ka budget, and you want to invest. But in 10,000 rupees, forget diversification. If you want to buy stocks of a particular company, that also you'll not be able to buy too many stocks. So budget always becomes a constraint when you want to buy, when you want to invest money, or when you want to buy stocks. To solve all these three problems, there comes the concept of mutual funds. Okay? There comes the solution. The solution that is there is mutual fund. Now, how mutual funds work? Quickly, we'll understand how mutual funds work, and then we will understand. First, we'll understand how mutual funds work, and then we'll understand how you the remaining points we'll understand. Okay? So let's say there are three friends, A, B, C. All of them have 1,000 rupees. Or let's say C has 2,000 rupees. There is a stock of, let's say, Piramal. Or Piramal le lete hain. The stock value right now is, assuming it's 4,000 rupees. Now, none of these A, B, C can buy this stock, but collectively they can buy this stock. So what they did, they clubbed this money and gave it to Arpit Gupta. Arpit Gupta now has 4,000 rupees, which belongs to these people. Arpit Gupta bought one stock of Piramal, and he said he divided that stock into smaller units, which is a unit, and you will hear this term a lot, units in mutual fund. So unit is basically a imaginary subset of a stock. So for example, he divided this one stock of Piramal into 100 units. Arpit Gupta divides these into 100 units, and based on the ratio of investment of these people, he allocates them these units. For example, here it is 1:1:2. So this person gets 25 units. Second person again get 25 units. This person get 50 units. Okay? These units are recognized only by Arpit Gupta. So when you are getting units allocated by Arpit Gupta, you can only sell these units back to Arpit Gupta. These units are not tradable on stock markets. These units are not resellable or transferable to anybody else. The only person who can buy these units from you is the person who has sold these units to you. So far clear कि mutual fund क्या होता है? ये mutual fund में how does this unit thing work? Any confusion or doubt in mutual fund के units? Because this is one thing which you will keep on hearing a lot. No sir Ved, no sir means clear, yeah, no sir means kuch nahi clear. Okay, all clear. Anyone having any doubt in this? What is units in mutual fund? Chalo, ठीक है. Let me quickly give you one more point on this. Let's say ये 100 units इन लोगों ने इतना करा. Let me introduce one more term, SIP. SIP is systematic investment plan. Now what is systematic investment plan? Now अब let's say आपके पास you don't have that much money upfront, but you know कि हाँ every month I can take out 1,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees. So what you do is SIP is basically a EMI kind of a plan. You take a SIP and every month 1,000 rupees will keep on deducting from your account. So it's a systematic plan for investing in mutual funds, EMI based. अब एक बात बताओ, tell me one thing. This Piramal in month 1, this is let's say month 1. In month 2, let's say all these three have taken a SIP. 1,000 and C is giving 2,000. Okay? Every month they are giving me 4,000 rupees. Okay? Next month the stock prices of Piramal increase to 8,000. How many units will each of these people get? Here, cost of 1 unit. What is the cost of 1 unit here? 4,000 divided by 100, 40. Here, share is 1. The cost of 1 unit is 40. So if he has to divide it into 100 units, what is the cost of 1 unit? 80 rupees. Cost of 1 unit is 80 rupees now. ये वाला concept अगर आप लोग को समझ आए, if you guys understand this concept, this is very important because mutual fund में investment works like this. When you are investing money, let's say in first month you invested 1,000 rupees, you got 25 units. So every unit cost was 40 rupees. Now every unit cost has increased to 80 rupees because the stock price has increased. Do you understand this basic thing? अगर नहीं है तो बताओ, I'll explain again. Sir, Arpit is me in real terms, or in real actually these the person who I'm saying mentioning as Arpit is called fund manager. Okay, so what happened is, let's say this fund 4,000 rupees was getting invested in this particular stock. The price of, if the price of this fund, or if the price of this particular stock increases, the price of each unit also increases. Now earlier 40 rupees was giving you 1 unit, now 80 rupees will give you 1 unit. So for 1,000 rupees invested, A will now not get 25 units, he will only get 12.5 units. Okay, B will also get 12.5 units, C will get 25 units. Now see, this is very in mutual funds this is tricky. Why? Agar market, let's say market is going up, stock prices are going up, so this 25 units जो आपने पहले, the ones which you got earlier, उनका price तो double हो गया. You got them at 40 and now they are, each of them is costing 80. So your earlier units का price has increased, which is effectively the profit that you have made. But the new units that you will get now, these 25 and all, these you will get at a higher rate. Yeah. If the market is going down, then if the market is going down, then your previous units say profit is going down, but the new units you will get many more new units. Okay. So is this clear to you कि units का allocation कैसे होता है mutual funds में? Let me show it to you within let's say you are investing 1,000 rupees. ठीक है? You get, just give me 1 second. Okay, you are investing. Okay, let me just clear. Guys, apart from Ved Swaroop, anyone having doubts in this? Anyone having doubts in this? I'll quickly explain again because this is very important. When you are talking about mutual funds, this thing you need to understand it very clearly. Okay, Mohit also has a doubt. Okay, Harleen also has doubt. ठीक है, चलो. Let's say you have 1,000 rupees which you are going to invest every month. ठीक है? Let's say there is a stock which, let's say ABC company stock. ठीक है? इस stock का price is 50 rupees. ठीक है? In 1,000 rupees, how many of these stocks can you buy? 20. Number of stocks you can buy is 20. Here the stock price is 50. Stock price and shares. Okay. Let's say next month the stock price becomes double, becomes 100. How many shares will you be able to buy? 10. Next month it again becomes double, 200. How many shares will you be able to buy? 5. But let's say next month it drops suddenly. It becomes 25. How many shares will you be able to buy? You will be able to buy 40 shares. Okay. Same is the case with units of a mutual fund. If the stock prices are increasing, this is a graph which I made to show you the stock prices increase. If the stock prices are increasing, then a unit is basically a share. Let's say this ABC divided into small pieces. This share divided into small pieces. Okay. 1 unit is kind of share divided into small pieces. So if the share price increase, a unit price also increases. Okay. The unit price increase, then in that specific amount which you want to invest, you will get less number of units. If you are, if the unit price goes down, you get more number of units. Okay? This price per unit is called NAV, net asset value. Okay? This term you will see very commonly and I'll show it to you. Abhi, is it clear or abhi bhi doubt hai isme? और which stock goes up, which goes down, म्यूचुअल फंड हमको फंड मैनेजर बोलेगा तो नहीं. इंदादुल, हाँ, इसमें what happens is once in a month fund manager needs to declare what are the funds in which he has invested your money. ठीक है, this is how it works. Okay, now it's 15 days. Earlier it was 30 days. Now it's 15 days. Okay. So I'm not checked it. So I think Roshan is saying so it must be 15 days. Okay. So this is basically about mutual funds. Now, need we have done. Types. Let's understand types of mutual funds. Okay, let me just show you how it works. I'm opening my Grow Demat account to show you. You can see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to mutual funds. See, let's take any mutual fund. Let's take ICICI. Okay. Iska, you see this NAV which is written on top, NAV 58.15. This means each unit of this stock now is 58.34 rupees. You invest 100 rupees, you will get accordingly you will get the number of units. It also helps you in understanding how much this fund has grown. When this fund started, NAV was 20 rupees. Now this fund's NAV is 176 rupees. So that means in last 8 years, your money would have become 8 times in this mutual fund. If you had in whatever money you have invested 8 years back, it would have become 8 times. Majorly, this fund has grown from from July. In last 1 year, this fund has grown a lot. See, in last 1 year, it has almost tripled. So it's all about investing in identifying which sectors will grow and investing money in those mutual funds. Now let me quickly tell you what are different types of mutual funds. Okay? Types of mutual funds. The first type is market cap based. Market cap based. Then second types are sector based. Majorly these are the two types. International. तो वैसे तो बहुत सारे हैं, बहुत डिफरेंट टाइप्स के म्यूचुअल फंड्स होते हैं, बट मेजरली दीज आर द 3 डिफरेंट कैटेगरीज. नाउ मार्केट कैप बेस्ड फंड्स होते हैं व्हेन द कंपनी टेक्स मनी फ्रॉम यू, दे इन्वेस्ट मनी इन सम स्टॉक्स. अच्छा हाँ, तो वन थिंग विच आई फॉरगॉट, तो व्हेन आई वाज एक्सप्लेनिंग दिस ना, दीज पीपल गिव मनी टू दिस गाय अर्पित गुप्ता. दिस अर्पित गुप्ता गाय इज द फंड मैनेजर. ठीक है, a lot of people give money like this to this fund manager. So there are a lot of people like this. Okay, a lot of people who give money to this fund manager. Okay, everyone gives, somebody gives 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, and then this fund manager invests that money into stock market, debt funds, corporate bond funds, in different types of investment options. This guy invests your money and his goal is to give you maximum returns. Okay? Now there are 2 types of mutual funds. Mutual funds are of different types, but there are 2 types of funds. One is called index fund and second are called mutual funds. Index funds basically होते हैं where your money is invested in companies which are part of a specific index. जैसे Nifty 50 हो गया, Nifty 50. So there are 50 companies in Nifty 50, and any index fund which is following Nifty 50 will invest your money only in those 50 companies. Similarly, there are investment funds, there are index funds which are based on S&P 500, which is US का stock, US का index. There are Nifty Next 50, बहुत सारे अलग अलग टाइप के हैं, Nifty banks, बहुत सारे different types of index funds होते हैं. You can invest money in them. The only risk or the only challenge here is, अगर nobody is tracking this index fund, ठीक है, nobody is tracking से मेरा मतलब है your money would be invested in those 50 companies. अगर वो नीचे गई तो आपका पैसा भी नीचे गया. Nobody will bother to take your money out and save your losses. If those Nifty 50 companies go down, your funds will also go down. These are called passive funds because nobody is actively tracking. Mutual funds are active funds because a fund manager is actively tracking and his goal is to increase your money as much as possible. ठीक है, चलो. म्यूचुअल फंड्स में बहुत सारे टाइप्स के होते हैं, मार्केट कैप बेस्ड, सेक्टर बेस्ड, इंटरनेशनल फंड्स, डेट फंड्स. ठीक है, वन इज डेट फंड्स. मार्केट कैप बेस्ड फंड्स होते हैं who invest your money into specific sectors of specific market in companies which fall into a specific category of market cap, like large cap, mid cap, blue chip, small cap, hybrid में large cap or small cap, large cap and mid cap का hybrid, mid cap or small cap का hybrid. So there are different types of funds. Always remember that market cap based वाले में जो large cap होती हैं उनमें returns, mutual funds are also like stocks ना, कि return and risk they are inversely proportional. ठीक है, जितना ज्यादा risk, the faster you want to increase your money, the higher returns you want, you would have to take more risks. You would have to invest in more riskier investments or riskier options. If you want decent amount of return, then you might be able to invest in less risky wala investment option. Now let me tell you one more thing about returns. Quickly tell me, quickly tell me one thing. In how much time do you think your money should get doubled? In how many years do you think is a good enough time to double up your money? 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, 12 years, 15 years. What is a decent, what is a good time in which your money should get doubled?
Around 3 to 4 years probably is what I would say.
Okay, Roshan Singh, 4 years, 3 to 4 years, ठीक है. 10 years around.
Sir, actually it depends on the how much money we invest in the mutual funds, no? How many will get doubled?
नहीं, डबल तो डबल ही है ना. तुम 10 रुपए डालो या 10 करोड़ डालो, डबल तो मतलब once you have invested then things are out of your control. 10 रुपए 20 भी उतने टाइम में होगा जितना 10 करोड़ 20 करोड़ बनेगा. I'll explain this more. ठीक है, some of you have said 5 years, 10 years. Okay. Do you know in a bank FD, in how many years it gets doubled? अगर आप पैसे को बैंक में FD की फॉर्म में डाल दो, in how many years it will get doubled?
If you catch a rate of 5.5, it is somewhere around 13 years. I mean, I'm using the rule of 72. 72 divided by 5.5 is 13 years. Correct.
So I think Roshan has perfectly said it. So there is something called rule of 72. Okay? What you need to do is always remember this term, rule of 72. If you want to double up your money in X number of years, you need to look for an investment option which will give you a return which is 72 divided by X. For example, you want to double up your money in 10 years. So 72 divided by 10, which is 7.2. So you need to look for an investment option which will give you 7.2% return every year for next 10 years. Then your money will get doubled in 10 years. If you want to do it in 5 years, then you need to look for 14.4, some investment option which will double up your money in 5 in 14 which will give you 14.4% return annually for next 5 years. Now, the faster you want to double up your money, this rate of return would keep on increasing. If you want it to be doubled in 3 years, you need to look for option which will give you 24% return every year. 24% is very high, very, very high. Okay? Usually you do not get 24% return, but if you get, your money will get doubled in 3 years. Okay? So the faster you want to double up your money, the more riskier options you need to look for. I'll tell you what are those riskier options. Market cap, large cap companies, they don't grow that fast, but they will also not shut down. So your money will keep on increasing, but not as fast. Small cap, on the other hand, your money will might increase very fast, but there is a risk that company might shut down. So you're taking a risk that if I don't care if the company shuts down, well, I mean, I care, but I'm willing to take that risk because I want my money to get doubled very fast. Similarly, there are sector-based funds like technology fund or banking fund or the different types of these industry-based funds in that you can invest money. Then there are international funds which have now come up where these mutual fund companies, they take money from you and invest in foreign markets. I'll show you that also. And finally, there are debt funds. Debt funds, like your money is not invested into equities or in stock markets. Your money is given as loan to somebody, either corporates or government or anywhere. Your money is given as loans and you get a return every year. Okay? These are different types of mutual funds. Now comes the question कि इनमें हम कैसे diversify करें? How much money to invest where? Should I invest money in index funds? Should I invest money in mutual funds? How do I start? Okay, this was the question. How do I start? Now there was another point which was direct plan versus growth plan. In mutual funds, you will find a lot. I mean, this term will be very common. I'll show you. ICICI Prudential Technology direct plan. Okay, let me show you some more. Direct, Axis small cap fund direct, Parag Parikh flexi cap fund direct, Tata Digital India fund direct. What is this direct and what is growth fund? There are two different types of funds, and the ideology is basically that in direct funds are more like Demat account. You know, there are two types of Demat accounts. One is called discount and second is called full service. So what discount brokerages do is, brokerage firms do is, from that Demat account, you can only buy, sell stocks, you can buy mutual funds, bonds, but there is no advisory service. There are no additional services that you get. In full service brokerage, you get a lot of additional services. You sometimes get loans also, you get advisory service also, you get a fund manager assigned to you. Same is the case with mutual funds. In direct plan, you're only getting the unit allocated to you. Your money is getting invested. In growth plan, the AMC is asset management company. The companies which float these mutual funds. AMCs, they manage your mutual funds. They keep on advising you that, okay, sir, you can invest your money into this mutual fund, and then they provide you additional services. Like in a general direct plan, you can't choose companies of your choice. So just say, I go to this ICICI Prudential, I want to start a SIP. I select 1,000 rupees. I click start SIP here. They will ask me for some permission and then my SIP will start. I cannot choose whether I want to invest, if I want to invest my money in specific companies also. In growth plan, they provide you that kind of option also. But the difference is the commission. वो तो मैंने बताया ही नहीं ना अभी तक. Commission. ये अर्पित गुप्ता यहाँ पे आपका पैसा लेके उसे इन्वेस्ट कर रहा था. For what? अर्पित गुप्ता will charge a commission. ठीक है? Commission will be, there are two types of commissions. Entry, ये one will be collected on entry and one will be collected on exit. Okay, entry wala is called what was the word? It's skipping my mind. So anyways, chalo chodo. I'll tell you as soon as it comes back. So when you invest, when you start a mutual fund, they charge some commission. So you invest 1,000 rupees, they will keep 5 rupees as their commission and invest 995 only. Similarly, when you exit, when you sell those units back to the fund manager, they charge some exit commission. Okay, so these are the two commissions which fund managers charge or the AMCs charge. Okay, okay, chalo. So point I was saying, in direct plan, this entry exit commission is very low. In growth plan, it is very high, almost 5 to 6 times. यहाँ पे अगर 2 रुपया लग रहा है तो वहाँ पे हो सकता है 20 रुपया लगे. But when do you move from a direct plan? Should you start with a direct plan or a growth plan? You guys tell me. Should you start with a direct plan or a growth plan? Expense ratio. This was the word, expense ratio.
Arpit, I think that is direct versus regular and growth versus IDWC. So direct, that is direct versus regular. So direct plan में basically आपका agent नहीं होता है. So you directly invest via, like a Grow platform. So Grow platform offers you direct plans. And regular plans is when you have an agent in the middle.
I'll tell you. How it works is, direct वाले में तो what you are saying is absolutely correct. Direct versus regular वाला होता है जिसमें you have this agent who comes to you and then he charge. The agent would not charge anything from you. Agent would charge from the AMC. So it works like that. जो ये होते हैं ना, your these accounts, ये डीमैट अकाउंट्स में ICICI वगैरह, प्रूडेंशियल वगैरह, the full service brokerages, what they do is they provide you growth plans. Okay, in that how it works is they manage your mutual funds also. So apart from managing your other stocks and everything, they manage your mutual funds. They provide you consolidated reports. They provide you options to invest money in specific stocks also in form of mutual funds. So you can swap out some of the companies from your mutual fund and you can put in money. You can choose some specific companies of your choice. This is not provided by, this service is not provided by these Grow and these kind of platforms. These are provided by specifically by these full service brokerage firms only. Okay. Sukanya has asked a question. What is expense ratio? Sukanya, expense ratio is the one, the word which I was saying. This entry wala commission that companies charge. So what happens is you give 1,000 rupees, they will keep 5 rupees as their expense ratio upfront. No matter what will happen to your money, whether it grows or it loses. I mean, you lose money or your money grows. Expense ratio is they have kept 5 rupees as their expense. After that, they will keep on, they will invest your money. That is what is expense ratio. Okay. What Subhadeep has said is absolutely correct. Direct is better for starting. Correct. So when you're starting, always start with direct funds. When you have a lot of money, I mean, I've seen people who have invested more than 1 crore rupees. For them, it becomes very difficult to keep a track of which mutual funds should I keep, which mutual funds should I sell now. For them, growth plans are best. So what they do is their fund managers, they keep on advising, sir, let's swap out these units, let's take these units. So that is where this growth plans come into picture. Okay. So, chalo, I think I have given a lot of information about needs and types. Now comes the question, how to start. Okay. Now, one thing which is very important when you're starting is think about diversifying. So I always recommend to keep 30% of your funds in Nifty 50 based index funds. Now, why Nifty 50 based? Nifty 50 is one of the largest ones. Okay, Utkarsh has a question. Okay. So there are some comments. Okay. Sukanya saying, apart from expense ratio, is there any other charge of a mutual fund? Exit load. Sukanya, so these mutual funds sometimes charge exit load also. And taxes, yes, Roshan has said it correctly. So there are a lot of taxes that are put in. So apart from CGST, SGST, there are some taxes also which are put in. Because I have started investing UTI mutual fund in Nifty 50 index funds. I'm aiming till age. How good is my implementation? It's quite good, Utkarsh. So what Nifty 50 based index fund, as I said, keep a good amount of your investment in, if you are investing in mutual funds, keep a good amount of it in index funds, in a Nifty 50 based index fund. Okay. So, but don't put everything into it. I'll tell you why. Because the kind of growth that you will get in Nifty 50 would not be that high. So if you put everything into Nifty 50, then you might not be able to grow your money as much as you should be able to do it. Okay? So 30% should go into Nifty 50 based. Okay? Then 20% should go into, then you divide it into equity and debt funds. Okay. Now in equity and debt funds, there is a 100 minus rule. Okay, 100 minus. What we usually do is, if you are, let's say, 20 years old, so 100 minus 20, which is 80, whatever your funds are available, 80% of those funds should go into equity and remaining 20% should go into debt. So let's say here after 70, 56% should go in equity based funds, and remaining 14% should go in debt based funds. Equity based funds कौन से हैं? Large cap, small cap, mid cap, sector based funds, lot of them. ठीक है, उनका भी diversification देखते हैं कैसे करेंगे. Debt based are funds like corporate bond funds, then we have sovereign gold bonds. So these are the kind of investments that we can do. This 56% is very important. ठीक है, इसको हमें large cap, small cap, sectors, banks, international, हमें इसमें 56% को डिवाइड करना है. This depends on how fast you want your money to grow. ठीक है, small cap will grow faster, large cap a bit slower, IT a bit faster, banks a bit slower, international a bit even slower, but international wala is much more stable, risk is very less. Okay? I'll show you how it is done. These depend on investment in these. The percentage of money that you are investing in these depends on how fast you want your money to grow. Okay? Let me show you with some examples. Okay, investment. Okay, let me show you mutual funds ka. Let's say there is this Axis small cap fund. Okay, now small cap, I put some money. So let's say 40,000 rupees I put, and they change nahi. I wanted to see returns के base पे करते हैं. ठीक है. ICICI Prudential Direct Growth. I invested 42,000 rupees in it, 43,000. Now it is 52,000. So a specific part of it, specific part of money was put in a technology-based fund. Okay. Another was SBI technology-based fund. Now these two invest in different companies. Okay. Let's see. You go here. When you look for a mutual fund to invest, सबसे हम गड़बड़ क्या करते हैं, हम लास्ट 1 year का रिटर्न देखते हैं, 90% रिटर्न, लास्ट 6 months 48% रिटर्न. दिस इज वेरी स्मॉल पीरियड टू लुक एट. ऑलवेज लुक फॉर 5 year एंड मोर. ठीक है, एंड लुक फॉर कंसिस्टेंसी. इफ अ फंड इज कंसिस्टेंटली गिविंग गुड रिटर्न्स, देन इट्स अ गुड फंड. ठीक है, लेट्स लुक एट ऑल टाइम रिटर्न्स एनुअलाइज्ड इज 28%. 5 years का 33%, 3 years it is 41%, 1 year तो 1 year is a, don't look at last 1 year data because it has been, the markets were really crashed and then they have suddenly gone up. Okay, so always check at least 3 years, 5 years and all time data, and there should be consistency in it. Okay, let's look at more mutual funds. उसमें क्या देखते हैं? Let's look at Axis Blue Chip Fund. ठीक है, in last 3 years it has given 25% return. 5 years it has given 19%. All time 18%. लास्ट वन ईयर का तो देखना नहीं है, अभी थोड़ा एबेरेशन है. लास्ट ईयर मार्केट्स बिल्कुल गिर गए थे ना, ये देखो यहाँ पर NAV 36 से कहाँ पहुंच गया था? 26 पर. तो ऑलमोस्ट 30% मार्केट गिर गया था. तो डोंट लुक एट लास्ट 1 year डेटा, 3 years and 5 years. ये देखो, सी द डिफरेंस. Blue Chip Fund has given 18% return, while this digital fund has given all-time result of 27%, 34%, 41%. See, so there is a difference. There is a difference in risk versus reward. Market जब गिरी तो ये वाले स्टॉक्स ज्यादा नीचे गिरे. मार्केट जब उठी ये वाले स्टॉक्स ब्लू चिप वाले उतने नहीं गिरे होंगे. ठीक है, ये 30% गिरा, ये कितना गिरा था? 17 से 12, 17 से 11. 17 to 11 is almost 40%. So they went down by 40%. Blue chip went down by 36 से 26 by 30%. So fall was less. You are taking less risk, but return is also less. Here you will get 18%. Here you are getting 40%. Depends on how much risk you want to take. ठीक है, चलो ये हुआ म्यूचुअल फंड्स का. Now what to look for when you are looking, trying to analyze a mutual fund. When you're trying to analyze a mutual fund, look at these consistency of returns. Then ये जरूर चेक करना इसका NAV कितना बढ़ा है. NAV from the starting, it started at 12 rupees, now it is 53. So the overall value in last 8 years has increased by 4 times. ठीक है, a good return. उसके बाद हाँ, ये बहुत important है. Your monthly SIP amount. If you are investing in SIP, then what is the minimum amount that you want to give, that you can give? अब इसका monthly SIP is 5,000. You, अगर आप 5,000 monthly नहीं निकाल सकते, then this is not the investment option for you. Then always check ये rating जो होती है. हाँ, ratings of this fund. इसकी 5-star rating है, 4-star rating है. There are some good rationale behind these ratings, so always check this. Then you can check the holdings कि इस कंपनी ने कहाँ पे कितना इन्वेस्ट करा हुआ है पैसा. एंड इसका सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट था एंट्री एग्जिट. हाँ, एक्सपेंस रेशियो. सी, एक्सपेंस रेशियो इज वेरी लेस, सो ऑलवेज चेक एक्सपेंस रेशियो कितना है और बाकी म्यूचुअल फंड्स का कितना एक्सपेंस, बिकॉज एक्सपेंस रेशियो इज योर मनी जस्ट गोइंग डाउन द ड्रेन. तो ऑलवेज चेक द एक्सपेंस रेशियो. ठीक है, नाउ आई वाज टेलिंग यू अबाउट द investments. See, what I did for this particular account, I invested money in 2 technology funds, only 2. There are many, but I invested in only 2. उसके बाद I invested some money in small cap, which I want my money to grow. Then one, I invested money in blue chip. That is another different, I mean, in a less riskier option. Then I invested money in flexi cap fund. So flexi cap is again different. They invest money in flexi cap is they will only invest in iska I think small cap and mid cap tha. Then equity fund, IIFL focused equity fund, iska I don't remember kya tha, but they were investing money in specific sector. Again blue chip, दूसरी कंपनी का blue chip fund. So blue chip इसका भी था, कैनरा रोबेको and मीरे एसेट. I invested money in 2 different. So एक AMC को नहीं दिया सारा पैसा. Then you look at Motilal Oswal Nasdaq 100. So this fund will invest your money in US Nasdaq 100 companies. And similarly, this fund, S&P 500 index fund, this will also invest your money in US based indexes. So you do diversification at multiple levels. You identify large cap में कितना करना है, and large cap को भी अलग अलग companies में invest करना है. Small cap में अलग अलग companies में. IT sector है अलग अलग companies में. This is how you invest money. Guys, any questions? Okay. Okay, put experiments not for retail people. Correct. So Roshan has said it absolutely correct. Okay, for retail people, putting eggs in one basket is not a good idea. How good is fund of funds? Fund of funds is also good. I mean, I've explored this one, this Motilal Oswal fund of funds. So I think last 3-4 months में इसका return अच्छा नहीं है, but over a period of time, it has given good return. So fund of funds, you can explore fund of funds. Okay. So, okay. So how to start? We talked about how to start, factors to look for. Always look for expense ratio. Always look for, okay, there's some comment. How is quant tax plan? Yeah, tax wala na, I'll tell you, I had to talk about these tax wala options. I'll quickly tell you after 2 minutes na, I'll tell you about these tax savings wale. ULIPs bhi jo hote hain, unit linked insurance plan or unit linked investment plans na, are they good or are they bad? I'll tell you personally. I'll give you my personal opinion, but after 2 minutes. The point. Yeah, somebody had some question. Okay, chalo. Let me quickly tell you about one more thing. I was explaining about what are the factors to look for. One very important factor to look for is when you're looking at a fund, always check the fund size that they have. Fund size यहाँ पे कहीं दिख जाता है. Let me just see. Holding fund. इसका दिख नहीं रहा मुझे अभी, इसका फंड हाउस दिख नहीं रहा, कहीं से तो पता चल जाता है इसमें when you compare these. So always try to make sure कि you do not take that fund जिसका फंड साइज is too large. जैसे मान लो 15,000 करोड़ तक का फंड साइज इज ओके, उससे बड़ा है, ट्राई टू अवॉइड दोस फंड्स. द रीजन बीइंग, जितना ज्यादा बड़ा फंड होता जाता है, इट बिकम्स डिफिकल्ट फॉर द फंड मैनेजर्स टू गिव यू रिटर्न्स. व्हाई? इतने बड़े फंड को इंक्रीज करना मीन्स ज्यादा रिस्क लेना. तो अगर कोई कहता है 10 रुपए को 20 रुपए करना है, यू माइट टेक अ रिस्क, ठीक है करके देख लेते हैं. बट कोई तुम्हें बोले 10 करोड़ को 20 करोड़ करना है, you will feel that pressure. Similarly, when fund houses ka fund size becomes more than 15,000 crores, it's a general number, so there is no scientific thing around it, but it's a general number कि 15,000 crores से ज़्यादा हो तो थोड़ा सा मुश्किल हो जाता है. They don't take too many risks in that case, so returns थोड़े कम हो जाते हैं. ठीक है. Can we change the date of SIP in mutual funds? Not that I know of. Actually, I've never tried it. It can, I don't know if it can be done or not. If
you have to cancel and restart it.
Okay, cancel and restart it. Okay. Because I personally have never done it. So as Roshan is saying, we have to cancel and restart it. Okay, chalo. So I think we have covered most of the things. One thing was this ULIPs, unit linked wala na, ULIPs, unit linked insurance plan or tax saving plans. See, my personal belief is, if you want to save taxes, there are a lot of ways to save tax instead of investing money in a unit linked investment plan. One, because the tax you save, either you invest money for a very long period of time, then you won't get taxed on it. Otherwise, short-term capital gain and long-term capital gain tax might play a role. Okay? So your saving income tax, but then you pay the other tax that might come into picture. If that is not coming into picture, still your money gets bound for a longer period of time. And okay, and another problem is that there are other better options which if you want to invest, then keep that money for investing. And if you want to insure yourself, insurance, keep that as separate. When you mix insurance and investment, then you don't make money, that company makes money. So for example, LIC comes up with lots of Jeevan Umang and falana kind of policies. Ultimately, LIC is the company which is making money on those, not you. So always keep insurance separate and investment separate. That is what my suggestion is. Okay. Utkarsh has asked, as we have got a news that real estates are going to hit the big high of $1 trillion. Will it also be good to real estate mutual funds, debt schemes, if asking parents as infrastructure debt? See, I have not personally explored these infrastructure debt funds or debt schemes. I have explored these REITs and InvITs, which are tradable over stock markets. So you can explore that factor if you want those investment options. If you are really interested in investing in this real estate market. Real estate is a bit risky market, I would say. Why? And you might have seen so many top level builders, Unitech, Supertech, these kind of builders becoming, getting under this, going under this filing for this bankruptcy and everything. So real estate is a riskier sector, I would say, if you're just starting, or if you are, if you don't have money which is spareable. If you have spareable money, that is fine. But I would not recommend investing into real estate without having very good knowledge of the whole sector. Okay, now Subhadeep has asked quant tax plan growth. Quant का देखना पड़ेगा. Let me just check quant tax plan. QUANT tax plan. Okay, this fund has given good returns. 3 years, 5 years में. Okay. Okay. See, I need to check. There is a 3-year lock-in period in this. Okay, so your money gets, you can't take out money. It's a good fund. NAV इसका कितना बढ़ा है last 5 years में? From 38 it has gone to 239, so it has increased a lot. And fund size is also okay, 433 crores, 5-star rating. I think it's a good fund. You just need to do some more comparisons. Okay, it's a comparatively smaller fund as compared to other funds in this sector, in the same category. Mirae Asset Tax Saver Fund, which are 5-star rating. Canara Robeco is 5-star. It has given greater returns, but it's a very small sized fund. Okay, Mirae Asset is a big 9,000 crores, 2,700 crores, 29 Indian, 39, 15. Okay, this fund has given good returns, so that is one thing which is very good. I think it's a good fund. If you really want to explore this, if you have money, which even if you block it for next 3 years, I think it's a good fund. It has given good returns and small size है, तो returns भी अच्छे आएंगे आगे भी. I think it's a good fund. Mirae Asset any day is a better one because it's quite big, and I would only go with this because it's a very small one, and with small funds the chances of growth are better. And if you compare, it has given good return. Consistency wise it has grown, but in last, the only thing negative which I see is in last 1 month it has just given a return of 4%. It is actually going down. 45 say it has come down to 35, 245 say 235 in last almost a month. नहीं, अच्छा ये तो अभी का ही है, ठीक है, last 1 week में it has come down. I mean, it seems like a decent fund, but Mire is, anyways, Mire and this Canara Robeco both are equally good. You can explore any of these. So guys, I think we have run out of time now. It's 6 o'clock. What I would request you guys to do is, I would request you to fill up this feedback form. There is a full workshop about investments that I'm starting from next week, next Saturday. It's a exclusive workshop for 25 people, and it's a selection based thing. So only 25 people are selected. If you are interested to know more about the workshop, about the whole program, it's going to be a 16-hour live interaction program where we would be talking a lot about stocks, a lot about fundamental analysis, technical analysis, IPO analysis, how to invest money in IPOs, all of that stuff. So you can fill up this feedback form if you are interested. Somebody from team will get in touch with you and explain the whole program. So please fill up the feedback form. Oh yeah, Roshan, it's a paid program. So the details will be explained by the team. It's going to be a 16-hour program. So every week there would be 3 to 4 classes every week. Weekends pay, including weekends. So like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, there would be classes. And if you're interested, you can fill up the feedback form. Somebody from team will explain you the whole curriculum and details and everything. We are going to talk about fundamental analysis in detail. There's a 5-step framework to analyze companies fundamentally while you're investing. We are going to talk about technical analysis, indicators, MACD, RSI, Bollinger Bands. We're going to talk about, we are going to understand in detail about patterns and trend analysis. Then we are going to talk about how you can start your stock trading journey as a beginner. From, let's say, 5,000 rupees, how can you set targets for yourself from those 5,000 rupees? So that's what we are going to cover. We are going to learn all about diversification of your portfolio, creating dummy portfolio. There would be mini project, major project that we would be doing in groups. So that's about the whole workshop. I would request all of you to fill up the feedback form. And if you liked the whole workshop, give me good ratings. If you like this whole session, give me a good rating in the feedback form. Any questions that you want to ask? Any question that you want to ask? I'm all ears now. Okay, in case if there are no questions, then we can wind up this session. Everybody, please fill up this feedback form.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing your valuable concepts and insights with us today. And I'm sure everyone present here is taking home some valuable learnings. And thank you all for being such an amazing and active audience. Please do fill the Google form if you haven't already, because that's how you'll be getting your certificates. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you. Bye-bye.